Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is William Hindman, and this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job or they completely screw it up. Hey, this one comes from Akron, Ohio. The police chief ignores the advice from an advisor and backs up his officer. Oh, gee, that's brand new. I've never seen that happen before. On a excessive force case and refused to get rid of the officer. Wow, once again, scumbag cops. That's amazing. You know, you got sovereign citizens that are cops that think they can't, they're untouchable. You know, they do what they want, when they want, and how they want, to whoever they want. And there's nothing that the citizens can do. Well, they're coming to find out that that doesn't always work. A couple of leaders are asking for the DOJ to come in. And you got to remember, if your police department officers are bad, then normally as your police chief is too. You know, if some of them are scumbags, then normally the police chief is a scumbag. And in this case, that's the way it looks. So, I don't know. Let's check this video out, guys, and see what you guys think.
And now at 5 o'clock, some community members in Akron are calling for that city's police chief to be fired. This comes after Chief Brian Harding disagreed with recommendations from the independent police auditor who reviewed a use of force case.
In that incident, on body camera, a police officer body slammed a woman who was ultimately found not guilty of any crime. News 5's Bob Jones spoke with those demanding change and shows us how city leaders are responding tonight.
Body camera video captured Akron police officer Thomas Shoemaker body slam De'Ara Fields while he was trying to handcuff her during a family argument in January. She attended a news conference today, but her attorney spoke on her behalf.
Now, the Akron Police Department knows this was excessive force. The Akron Law Department knows this was excessive force.
Akron's independent police auditor, Anthony Fennell, reviewed the case, including the video, and reached this conclusion.
I believe that the officer used excessive force in taking her to the ground by body slamming her.
Fennell recommended the officer be disciplined, but Police Chief Brian Harding rejected the findings and said the officer's actions were reasonable, adding that when Shoemaker placed a handcuff on the woman's wrist, she pulled her right hand away and towards the officer, and in the past, others have done that to assault officers or flee. The case was the first test of the authority of the police auditor and the Citizens Police Oversight Board, created by Akron voters following the deadly shooting of Jayland Walker.
However, these recommendations have been ignored. Mayor Maddock and Chief Harding have turned a deaf ear to the cries of the community.
Ray Green from the Freedom BLOC organization feels Chief Harding should be fired.
We are demanding the immediate termination of Police Chief Brian Harding.
Judy Hill, president of the Akron chapter of NAACP, is not recommending the chief be fired, but she is calling for a Department of Justice investigation of APD.
What happens in a city when systemic changes occur, it's through that pattern and practice investigation when the Department of Justice comes in. That's what I want to see.
Fennell says he sees the process as progress, even if the chief didn't agree with his recommendations.
It's not a failure. It is creating the space for the community to have some input now.
Meantime, De'Ara's attorney plans to file a federal civil rights lawsuit against the city and the officer.
This sends a message to every police officer in this department that they can physically assault black women in this city and nothing will happen.
We asked Police Chief Harding for an interview, but at this point he has declined. In a statement, Mayor Shamus Malik said, in part, he's confident in Harding's judgment and ability to lead our police department. He also said the law does not insist that the auditor's office and the police chief always see these difficult issues the same way. In Akron, Bob Jones, News 5.
Yeah, well, once again, so that means that the mayor is as much of a scumbag as the rest of them. Oh, gee, I'm shocked and surprised. Can't you tell by the look on my face? You know, guys, I'm just sick and tired of this. You know, what you guys got to remember is that a violation of oath of the office should be a felony. Not a misdemeanor, not a slap on the wrist, a felony. Do the time, or do the crime, do the time, babe. It's that simple. The only way you can do that is to change the laws. And the only way you can do that is to get a hold of your congressmen, senators, legislators, governors, mayors, and city council members. And be nice when you call them. Don't be rude. If you guys would, while you're here, hit my subscribe button if you already haven't done so. Hit the like and share, and because it helps my algorithms. The thumbs up and thumbs down tells me how I'm doing for you guys, and leave me a comment and hit the bell icon so you don't want to put out another video. Thank you guys. Have a great evening.